Good evening, viewers, and welcome back to the Eden Garden Stadium in Ajman for match number 5 of the Ajman Pro 10 2023 powered by FanCode. It's going to be Ajman Heroes taking on Defender Vision Sports. Right, we have absolutely no time to waste. Let's head to the sidelines where Abid Ibrahim is with the two captains to conduct the all-important toss.
All right, it's toss time here for this second game of the day. We have got Ajman Heroes captain out there, Rahul Chopra, and the Defenders captain, Yasir Maharvi, is back. We have got Iftikhar Ali, who's our match referee. We're all set for the flip of the coin. Rahul, head is the goal.
Tail it is.
Tail it is. Rahul, क्या करेंगे पहले?
हम पहले बॉलिंग करेंगे.
क्या रीजन है पहले बॉलिंग करने की?
बस ये है कि शॉर्ट फॉर्मेट है तो चेस करना थोड़ा आसान रहता है और थोड़ा ड्यू भी हो सकती है.
चेंजेस किए हैं टीम में?
हाँ, 2 चेंजेस है. आज साबिर राव इन है और सकूर इन है. अदनार आरिफ बाहर है और अजमल बाहर है.
कितना एंजॉय कर रहे हैं कैप्टनसी को?
बस ये कि अच्छा लग रहा है.
चलो, क्या इसको लगता है कि बेहतर होगा यहाँ पे?
यही है कि 110-115 के आसपास रोके तो चेस करना आसान रहेगा.
Good luck, do well. Yasir then had a toss in your favor, but what you were looking for?
I was confused really, either to ball first or bat, but it's good. So now we have to bat first and we'll try to put 120 plus.
Yeah, good toss to lose. But tell me, what are the changes in your side?
We have 2 changes. Sajad Malook is out, Salman Babar is playing, and Sandeep Sandhi is out, Babar Ghazanfar is playing.
What would be the decent total that you see that is worth in putting in on the board?
See, here in Eden at least 120 is required if you need to restrict, because in T10 1 over can change the game. So we'll try to put 120 and then inshallah we'll defend that.
Good luck and do well.
Thank you.
Well, it is Ajman Heroes who called it right, and they're going to bowl first.
Top stuff there, Abid. So news from the sideline is that Ajman Heroes have won the toss and elected to bowl first. Let's run through the 2 team lineups for you. For defenders, we have Salman Babar, Sana Bhatti, the wicketkeeper, Babar Ghazanfar, hard-hitting top-order batter, Farhan Babar, Mohammad Salman, Saqib Manshad, Shehbaz Ali, Suleiman Khalid, Umar Dogar, Usman Khan and Yasir Maharvi is once again leading the side. For Ajman Heroes, we have Saifullah Noor, Abdul Shakur, Khalid Shah, Isam Matyurab, the under-21 leg spinner, Faisal Beg, Muhammad Farazuddin, the young UAE all-rounder, Muzammil Qasim, excellent wrist spinner, Rahul Chopra, of course, the skipper, Sabir Rao, that's a great addition to the side, left-arm pacer who has represented the UAE, Uzair Anis, the young leggy, and of course, Zainullah, very exciting young batter. Alongside me in the comm box, I have once again Mr. Mudassir Ali. Good evening, Mudassir.
A very good evening, Ahmad, and good evening to all of our viewers. And looking at the side of Ajman Heroes, they have made a lot of changes. No fast bowler Usman, there is no Zoeb Gujjar, and they are missing Ankur Sangwan also in this lineup. And shockingly, no Muhammad Ajmal.
Oh, absolutely. Muhammad Ajmal just had a bit of a back niggle in the previous game. They're missing Harshit Kaushik as well, Sagar Kalyan, and of course, Adnan Nawabul Mulk. So a lot of changes in that Ajman Heroes playing 11. But they've shown they have a quality squad. It's a bit light on the batting. A lot will depend on Khalid Shah, Rahul Chopra, and Faisal Beg. Farazuddin as well will contribute. But certainly, Abdul Shakur coming over from Future Mattress to Ajman Heroes. That is another excellent pickup. Former UAE international wicketkeeper.
Oh, absolutely. And they have that firepower at the top of the order by the inclusion of Abdul Shakur. But the news from the center is that Ajman Heroes has won the toss and they have invited defenders to bat first. And defenders has got a couple of big names in their side. Usman Khan, who was a part of Chittagong Kings in the previous tournament playing for defenders. Alongside him is left-hand batter, the wicket-keeper batter, Farhan Babar.
Oh, absolutely. Apart from Muhammad Wasim and Asif Khan Lala, Usman Khan is perhaps one of the best batters in the UAE. We've seen what he can do in the PSL. We've seen what he can do in the Abu Dhabi T10. Outstanding player. And great pickup for defenders. So it's going to be Farhan Babar, former UAE under-19, opening alongside him. And umpire Hamid Mukhtar has given us the go-ahead. So match number 5 of the Ajman Pro 10 2023, powered by Fan Code, about to begin. Earlier in the day, we saw Z Game Strikers with an excellent win over 7 districts. That was a shock result.
It's good to see Z Game Strikers, the young guns, winning back-to-back matches in this tournament thanks to their captain's all-round performance. Batting first, they posted 111 and they defended nicely against the mighty batting of 7 districts. Now coming back to this match, the men in red will be bowling first and they would love to restrict them below 100.
Absolutely. Sabir Rao, tall left-arm pacer, excellent performer, consistent, uses his variations. And the Eden Gardens are certainly looking like the Garden of Eden tonight. Wonderful venue. The floodlights have taken over. And let's see who will take over this game, Ajman Heroes or the defenders. First ball coming up, Usman Khan on strike. Third man, there you can see Assam is in the ring. So Sabir Rao will have to be very precise. Here we go, first ball. Attempted Yorker, hit out towards that wideish mid-on region. Rahul Chopra, brilliant fielding. The captain setting the tone in the field.
What a terrific effort. At one stage, we thought that he cleared that mid-on fielder, but that extra effort, look at the sprint from Rahul and putting that extra dive and saving a couple of runs. Off the mark with those couple of runs, Usman Khan, and off the mark defenders.
Well, he played an incredible knock versus DCC Starlets. 4 sixes in a row in 1 over, Usman Khan. This time hammered towards mid-off, but straight to the fielder. Khalid Shah at mid-off, Rahul Chopra at mid-on. What a combination.
Both are terrific fielders, Rahul Chopra and Khalid Shah. And good to see Usman using his feet early in the innings against the fast bowler, not afraid to come down the track.
And funnily enough, both are regular wicket keepers, Rahul Chopra and Khalid Shah. It is Abdul Shakur with the gloves on for this game. So I have 3 high-quality wicket keepers on the side. This time, toe end of the bat, just tipped by Abdul Shakur. That's excellent keeping. I think he saved a boundary there. But it is a no ball from Sabir. That is going to be very, very costly.
A tall bowler. From this angle, it's not easy for us to say whether it was a no ball, but the decision has been made and it will be a free hit for the new batter who will be facing Sabir Rao for the first time in this innings, and it's a free hit delivery for Farhan Babar.
Yeah, he will certainly love to capitalize on that. Big size 48 shoe of Sabir Rao just pushing that popping crease. Interestingly, they have a long on in place for Farhan Babar already. So his reputation precedes him. Outstanding left-hand batter. Sliced over extra cover. Just the toe end of the bat. Farazuddin will clean it up. Oh, this could be a run out here. The throw was off target. They were thinking about it for a minute, but Usman gives him the thumbs up. So not quite capitalizing on the free hit.
Was nicely bowled away from the left-hand batter, chasing that delivery. He has taken off very quickly, then scamper for that second run. Yes and no between these 2 batters. But no damage has been done. A poor throw coming from Farazuddin. So Farhan Babar is also off the mark with a couple of runs.
Yeah, Farhan Babar was just moving one step at a time like a 2-year-old waiting for the call. Thankfully, no damage done. Nice delivery, pitched up, trying to drive it. He's a very technically correct player, Farhan Babar. He will play all the shots in the copybook. Doesn't like to slog the ball. That's not his game plan.
He loves to play with the straight bat and technically very sound batter. Farhan Babar, as earlier said by Ahmed, he was the part of under-19 team way back in 2014-15. By trade, a wicket-keeper batter.
Yeah, I was not even born then. I'm saying that every day. This time, flashing drive behind point. But there is a sweeper in place, Zainullah. Excellent fielding. Good to see him in the side. Very exciting young talent. And let's see. I hope he gets an opportunity to bat in the top 4. Came in at number 6, number 7 yesterday and just struggled a bit.
A lot of upcoming talents we have seen recently in domestic circuit, and good to see some upcoming talent in the combox. Just 8 years old Ahmad Khwaja having a stint with me in the combox.
Yeah, my voice matured early when I was 3 years old. So it's been a decent over from Sabir. It is a very muggy, humid evening here in Ajman. Picture perfect conditions, but the weather, of course, we are in the peak of summer. And Usman Khan perhaps requesting a change of blade. Has to be approved by umpire Hamid Mukhtar. But it's been a good start in terms of the bowling for the heroes. Sabir Rao, excellent bowler.
And he was part of a UAE national side which traveled to the World Cup last year. He was with the T20 squad which traveled to Australia, trying to make a comeback in the national side. Sabir Rao started off really well in this innings, but he would love to get rid of Usman Khan.
Most certainly, another man who is a hot candidate for national team selection. Firmly driven, but straight to mid-off, but a misfield by Khalid Shah. Just took his eyes off the ball. And good support in the field. So still a decent over, 9 runs off it for defenders. Once again, one of our title sponsors for this tournament, Fan Code. You can watch live ball-by-ball coverage of the Pro 10, powered by Fan Code on the Fan Code app in India. Match number 5 in progress, and it's a good one. Ajman Heroes and Defenders Vision Sports. Defenders with a comfortable victory on day 1. Ajman Heroes, well, they took a bit of a pounding. So it's going to be Muzammil Qasim Khan, excellent wrist spinner. His stock delivery is the googly coming into the right-hander, so watch out for that. So naturally, it will be turning away from Farhan Babar. But very accurate and very difficult to pick. If you are not familiar with how he bowls, it can be very mesmerizing, mystifying, and can bat as bit as well. Hit away towards mid-on, just over him. Nicely put away by Farhan Babar. Slightly overpitched. He took a chance to clear the fielder, and it's come good. Clean swing of the blade, and no chance for the mid-on. In fact, that was comfortably over him. So a positive start here for Farhan Babar. 7 off 4. Looking to go after Muzammil. Nicely bowled. This one was the top spinner. Oh, miscommunication between the short third and point. It will eventually be cleaned up by Zainullah, but that's 2 needless runs conceded.
Poor effort coming from both the fielders. No coordination resulting in couple of runs. They could have hurt themselves. Uzair Anis and Khalid Shah. Muzammil, the bowler.
Hit away down the ground, but there is a long off in position. Yeah, Khalid Shah, if he was your centre back, that would have been a goal. Not great footwork at all. He's known more for his batting and wicket keeping, for sure. Not his football skills.
Either he can play cricket or else he can stay in the goal post.
Behind the goal post. So 7 runs off the first 3 deliveries. Cut away, but straight to Uzair Anis. This time, no confusion. Khalid Shah was well away from him.
It's a rare sight that a leg break bowler bowling in the power play, known for bowling those googlies. Muzammil. Just missing that leg stump. There you go. Slight nod coming from the umpire. Usman was expecting a wide to be called, but a good decision has been made by Tehseen.
Excellent decision, in fact. He had shuffled across to stand outside off, so that's not a wide. This time, slog sweep. Cow corner. 6 runs, I believe. Nicely connected by Usman Khan. And they've taken plenty of this over. Yes, it is a maximum.
A calculated risk has been taken by Usman Khan, going down on one knee and get that maximum 2 overs done, 22 for the loss of no wicket.
Well, you can watch live ball-by-ball coverage of the Ajman Pro 10 on the Myco app, absolutely free to download for anybody in Pakistan and in the Middle East. Get it on the Google Play Store or your Apple App Store if you're an iOS fan. And you can even win cash rewards for watching content on the Myco app. Abid Ibrahim is certainly a big fan, and he's made a lot of cash watching it on Myco. He should give us a treat. Meanwhile, it's a floating power play. Positive decision taken here, Mudassir Ali.
Very good decision because defenders knows the Usman Khan is out there in the middle. They did not got that electrifying start, so they will be targeting this over.
Sabir Rao interested to bowl it. Heaved towards mid-wicket. It hits the gap. And Zainullah, he's been very busy already. Great fielding, good recovery. And he's kept them to just one run. So there's a deep square leg out there patrolling that leg side. Will be interesting to see who they keep for Usman as well. The other fielder allowed outside the 30-yard ring.
Nowadays, we have seen a lot of fielders putting that slide in, but you need to be in control while putting that slide. A slight fumble, but no advantage taken by Usman and Farhan. So Usman Khan will be on strike under pressure, Sabir, because he knows he can take you on a ride.
Oh, well bowled, excellent length, and absolutely no room offered. That is exactly the kind of line you want to bowl to Usman Khan. Well bowled.
But though this is a floating power play, still he's not playing those rash shots, playing on the merit, very watchful, using his feet and coming behind the ball. Though it was a dot delivery, look at the concentration, and he's very calm and composed, Usman Khan.
Yeah, rock solid technique. Especially devastating against the spinners, as we saw yesterday. Steps out and upish, but in the gap at extra. There is a deep extra cover in place. So they've certainly done their homework on Usman Khan.
A superb piece of bowling. You have that man, a deep protection and bowling as per the field, Sabir Rao. He has been exceptionally well today with the ball. Unlucky, no wickets so far for Sabir.
They have certainly done a lot of research on how to bowl at particular batters since the A10 bash. This has been a very keenly contested tournament already, even though we're just into match number 5. 17 more to go. Slower delivery. Once again, dragged towards that mid-wicket region. Well, Zainullah must have a magnet in his pocket because the ball is following him.
He has been busy in the deep Zainullah, but full credit should be given to Sabir Rao, not bowling fuller, just pulling length back and not offering that pace to Farhan Babar.
Yeah, he was the main left-arm pacer in the UAE squad for quite a long time. Just lost a bit of form, but he's definitely looking to make a comeback and seems to be in good rhythm. Ball is coming out of the hand nicely. Only conceded 12 runs in 10 legal deliveries. Cut away. Oh, bit of a bad bounce, but good concentration there by the point fielder. That could have easily gone over him.
Not shifting to plan B, Usman. Either he's just waiting for the ball or just shimmy down the track. He's trying to go big. I think it would be good if he can play square of the wicket against Sabir Rao.
I wonder if it's the pitch, because we saw 7 districts. Even they struggled in the batting department. Perhaps the nature of the wicket has changed. Drilled, but straight to mid-off. Chance for a run out. But Usman will make it. This is excellent bowling. All 3 overs of power play done. Only 4 runs off that over from Sabir Rao. And even though he hasn't picked up a wicket, this could be a match-winning spell. 26 for none after 3 defenders. Well, it's the UAE all-rounder Mohammad Farazuddin coming into the attack with a very questionable haircut. Yeah, that's not a good one, Mr. Faraz. I'm sorry. You're a handsome chap. You need to go back. Heaved away towards cow corner. A drag down from Farazuddin. And Usman Khan says, thank you very much. I'll take 4.
He's exploiting those gaps nicely through the leg side. Welcomes Farazuddin with a boundary back of lane delivery. It wasn't easy picking. You need to have the fielders at the right position. Big gap between the deep mid wicket and square leg, resulting in 4 runs.
This time he bowls it a lot wider, targeting that deep extra. So they've set the field very straight for Usman Khan. I must have seen the way he clobbered those 6s yesterday against DCC. So they're making sure they have a deep extra mid-wicket in place. But if he connects, the ball is always going to sail out of the park. Farhan Babar, 12 of 8. He's been off strike for a while. Let's see if he will look to take on the off-spinner. Bowled him! Beautiful delivery, Farazuddin. Loopy delivery, perfectly flighted. A big swing across the line, and Farhan Babar has been cleaned up.
Though he has changed his hairstyle, his accuracy remains the same. You miss, I hit, flight offer, trying to go big, not in line. The first wicket falling for defenders, 31 on board for the loss of 1. Farhan Babar making just 12 of 9 balls.
New batter in is Mohammad Salman. Used to be a fearsome hitter back in the day, looking to make a comeback in the UAE domestic scene. But Farazuddin, what a peach of a delivery to get Farhan Babar. Just flight and hint of turn. He's been in tremendous bowling form last 3 months or so. Of course, got called up for the UAE squad for the series versus the West Indies. So he's certainly in the eyes of the national selectors. It's good to see. Oh, that was not a great shot selection from Salman. And look at that commitment. You beauty, Farazuddin. Wow.
The last couple of months, he has been a very improved cricketer. Young but very thinking bowler as well as a good batter. And look at that effort. It was played towards the extra cover. Then the sprint comes. Slide. Terrific effort from Faraz.
Yeah, he's genuinely turning the ball these days. Mistimed slog sweep. You can see he's getting that grip off the surface. And it's not easy, even though right arm finger spin has gone out of fashion these days because of T20 cricket. But he's holding his own and doing a wonderful job.
Absolutely, and I'll rate him as one of the best off-break bowlers in UAE domestic circuit.
Turning into Mohammad Salman there, but completely missed. Brilliant over from Farazuddin. Only 7 off it in the end. Defenders 33 for 1 after 4. Well, for all of the highlights and thrills and spills of this Pro 10 tournament brought to you by the Ajman Cricket Council, get on the Sports Eye channel on all your social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all sorts of fun and exciting content there, especially the reels. I love watching those reels on Instagram. Some good stuff there. So it's going to be Saifullah Noor, left arm pacer. I had completely forgotten he was in the playing 11. Usually takes the new ball. Big in swinger. trickling away to that deep square leg. So they have a complete bowling unit here, Mudassar Ali tonight, Ajman Heroes.
Oh, yes, and the full mark should be given to the captain for utilizing the bowlers as per the plan. Farazuddin coming ahead of Saifullah Noor. That shows they had a plan in mind for Usman Khan. Not a good start as per his standards, managing 20 or 15 balls, Usman.
Oh, this has gone straight up. A big hoik across the line, top edge. And there's nobody to take it. Rahul Chopra coming in all the way from long on, just couldn't reach it. A lucky escape for Mohammad Salman. That was a very poor shot.
This change of pace, making comeback after almost 3-4 years in the domestic circuit. Salman Randhawa is struggling to get a right wood. This is the second time he has changed the blade, Usman Khan.
Yeah, he's very particular. And he certainly hasn't been at his best. Like you mentioned, 20 or 15. Usually if Usman has played 15 deliveries, he's nearing a half century. Well spread out field for Saifullah Noor. So perhaps just suffering from lack of confidence once the field spread. Doesn't want to bowl in the power play. Right on the money. Nicely bowled. Just that hint of cut on the ball. Mixing it up. Using the variations.
Taking his time, I'm not sure why he's not charging and taking quick runs against the bowlers. An all-rounder by trade, Salman Randhawa, making comeback in UAE domestic circuit, playing for defenders in this tournament. He needs to fire tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Number 3, number 4, very important positions in a T10 game. Hit hard, straight. And beats the long off fielder. That's not the best fielding effort you've ever seen. But Salman will feel a lot better now getting that early boundary.
Targeting Saifullah Noor straight down the ground. Power has not been generated, but it was a poor effort, a bit sluggish. Khalid Shah, an easy 4 runs has been conceded by the fielder. The first boundary coming from the blade of Salman Randhawa.
Yeah, Khalid Shah has been struggling in the field today. Perhaps not 100% fit. Big heave towards square leg once again. And Faisal Beg does well. Overall, the fielding from the Heroes has been pretty sharp. But Khalid Shah, we've seen right from ball 1, just doesn't seem to be his day.
Couple of fumbles we have seen. It's a rare sight when we talk about the Khalid Shah's fielding. Safe fielder, but ground fielding is not up to the mark of Khalid Shah in this match.
Current run rate just above 8 for the defenders. It's slow going. Big appeal, big in swinger. Oh, he could have run him out as well. Couldn't quite grab the ball. And the appeal will be denied. I think that was just sliding down leg. So at the halfway mark, defenders are 41 for 1. They still have Usman Khan at the crease. And now we will have Muhammad Rashid and Abid Ibrahim in the com box to take you through.
Well, thank you very much, Ahmed Khwaja and Mudassir Ali. Well, Usman Khan is scoring 21 runs of 17 deliveries. He's still out there, so the danger is not gone. It's still, he can convert these into the 50, 50s or 60s, no matter what. And just halfway through we are at, where Farhan Babar, the only batter who got dismissed and been replaced by Mohammad Salman, who's batting on 7 or 5 deliveries. Plenty of batting today, as they added Babar Ghazanfar in the side as well. And the bowling department, there have been some quality bowlers, Saifullah Noor and Sabir Rao, both of them very experienced and talented bowlers they have. And Farazuddin, who has picked up the best bowler award for Emirates D50 that happened last month. He's picked up 6 wickets in the finals, if I'm not wrong. He's been player of the match. I mean, he's a phenomenal bowler, talented, young spinner. He can bat, he can bowl, and he's an outclassed fielder. For that matter, he's been given responsibility to bowl his final over. He can provide, he is the one who provided that breakthrough and is still looking for more. Belted hard towards the cow corner. Right in the gap, and that hits the rope. 4 runs. What a start of the over. Salman on the song.
Well, that was a very good shot from Salman. Wasn't timed to perfection, but still got enough on it to take it over the line for a boundary. Good start to this over. Slightly fuller there from Faraz, allowing Salman to go onto the back foot and generate some power of it. We know how strong he is.
There you go. This time he goes aerial. He goes high. He goes over. He gets 6 runs. 10 of 2. What a start this is for Salman Randhawa.
Well, that's an even better shot. That was slightly fuller. And we know how strong Salman is through the onside. Look at that. Just flows through the bat, and what a great shot. Gets it from the middle of the bat all the way for a maximum.
50 comes up with that boundary, and within 6. This time he bowls it outside off. He picks up a straight and gone. Disappeared. It's raining 6s. 2 and 2 now. What a shot. Salman, he's playing on a different track altogether.
Oh, that's a fantastic shot. Wonderfully done. Look at that. Fuller, an outside off stump. Didn't try to over it. It got a timing right. Elevation and distance perfect. All the way for a maximum. Back-to-back 6s coming for Salman. And they're really opening up here now.
I was just wondering whether it was a right call to bring the offie in front of Salman Randhawa, who was so strong against the spin.
Absolutely, you're spot on. That wasn't a very good move coming in from the Ajman heroes. I thought Farazuddin had done his job with that one over where he gave away just 7 runs and picked up a wicket. But now this is going against Farazuddin at the moment.
It would have made more sense to me if Farazuddin's over was in reserve for any left armers. Perhaps left-handers. So he's picked up the left-hander out of the occasion. Right now you need some pace. You need to be on an attacking strategy rather than defending. Half tracker, but couldn't time it at all. This will allow the batters to cross for 1 only. So this is where I think the captain of defenders, Ajman Heroes misread the conditions.
Yeah, I think that was a half tracker there. Salman will be livid with himself. Should have been deposited for another boundary.
Oh, keeper missing it. Shakur was not expecting that batter will miss it. Likes of Usman. Buys. It's going all the way for 4 runs. And end of the over, a big one. Huge over comes to an end. It's 62 for 1 at the end of 6. ITW and TPT 360 LLC works together to bring these live visuals. It's an ITW Prodigy and TPT 360 production. What a great combination between these two partners, pairing together and bringing the domestic cricket of UAE into the next level altogether. Great works. Kudos to both these teams. It's a lot of efforts, lots of workout, lots of commitments to bring a game in picture. Salman, the strike again. And there will be Anis Junior to bowl this over, number 7.
Another spinner being introduced. I don't know if that's going to be a good move, especially against Salman and Usman, who are very big hitters of the spinners.
There you go, rightly mentioned by Rashid. That's gone high, up and over. 6 runs. What a strike that is. Salman does not have any mood to stop. He'll keep on getting going. And what a shot that is.
Well, that was a wonderful shot. That was probably the shot of the day so far. Look at that. No real hand-eye feet movement. Perfect hand-eye coordination. Got it from the middle of the bat. And off she goes for a maximum. The runs are coming in thick and fast for the defenders now.
Well, that's gone high. Maybe a trap. Fielder need to come in, do well. And it is cotton bowled from Anis. Zair has taken the catch and bowled it really well. Finally, the leggy gets that wicket. A danger man departs now. Mohammad Salman played 1 shot too many.
Well, that's a wonderful delivery. Turning it away from the right-hander. The break really troubling Salman on that occasion. What a wonderful catch that is from Anis. Picking up the big wicket of Salman, who was looking really dangerous. 30 of 12 for him. 3 maximums and 2 boundaries in that innings. Second wicket down for defenders. The score at 68.
New batsman coming in is Salman Baba. Another one who can be an example to play against the leggy. He's very strong towards the cover region where he can smack those bowls nicely and get some boundaries for the team, which is much needed here. Batting first, they must be looking over 120. A senior member of this team, defenders. He's been around with the team for a number of years. Oh, peach of a delivery. Ozerani's got his tail up after picking up wicket of Salman. And now he's bowling against Salman Baba.
That was a wonderful delivery. Really turning it away. No feet movement from Salman, beating him in the air. Meanwhile, this is an excellent shot. This is a wonderful shot over the fielder's head. And that'll go for a maximum. Brilliant shot coming in from Salman Babar to open his account.
You cannot be bowling him there. You cannot offer him with outside off. He'll hit you 10 out of 10 times. Look at that. Gave it all. Got it all. The fielder, I think, could have made a strong case if he was slightly behind, knowing where the boundary line is. Another one. This is going up, going high. Fielder maneuvering and takes the catch. Khalid Shah. Salman Baba departs after hitting only 1-6 and the next delivery was gone up.
Well, Anis has got that ability to bounce back after being hit for a maximum. What a wonderful delivery once again. Enticing him to go across the line. That went miles up in the air. Could have fetched him some air miles. But what a wonderful catch that is from Khalid Shah. Coming all the way from long off and taking it at the 30-yard ring. Wonderful effort. Salman Babar. Shot stay for him comes to an end. 6 of 3 for him. 1 maximum in that innings. Third wicket down for defenders. 74 on the board.
It's a new man here. It's been the story. 6 wicket and dot ball, 6 and wicket again. Clearly, bowler enjoys more of the wickets. Good delivery. Peach of a delivery. Great over. Only given 12, picked up 2 wickets. 74 for 3 at the end of 7. Usman Khan witnessing all the damages happening at the other end, all the drama happening at the other end. Yeah, just trying to play that sweep shot, couldn't get there because of that extra bounce. Muzammil Qasim gets. He's an exceptional bowler where he bowls all those googlies.
Oh yeah, he's one bowler, just bowls googly, so you'll have to be careful against him. That one was slightly quicker from Muzammil. Once again, that beat Umar Dogar. That's a wonderful delivery. And now the spinners are really putting a lid on the scoring rate here, and they've picked up some wickets as well.
And he's gone for 13 on his first. Oh, that is tossed up in the air. Keeper should be getting it. Comfortable catch for Abdul Shakur, and it's a wicket for Muzammil Qasim. What a great comeback it has been from Ajman Heroes.
That was a wonderful delivery. Fantastic delivery. No chance for Umar Dogar. Really surprised him with that bounce and that extra bit of spin coming in. Look at that. Oh, beautifully done. Yeah, I wanted to hoik that towards the onside. Gets the top edge, and that's the easiest catch Abdul Shakur Sher will get. Another wicket goes down, 4th one, and it'll be a third ball duck for Umar Dogar. He checked out before he could check in. 75 on the board after 7.3.
A new man coming in, very experienced Babar Ghazanfar. Holds the key here. I think he should have been sent slightly up to the order because he needs slight bit of a time to get going. Maybe a couple of deliveries would have helped him in a way, but now with immediately, in a matter of few deliveries, they're all of a sudden 4 wickets down. That is what we call collapse. Prevent the collapse, that's the key, no matter what format you're playing, Rashid.
Oh, absolutely, and they've still got Usman Khan out there in the middle, so that'll keep their hopes alive to put on a good total on the board. With 2 more deliveries to go in the over, it's going to be Usman Khan to face Muzammil.
Oh, he goes up high. Now it's a time. No distance. Easy catch. Cotton bowl. Muzammil Qasim takes a huge wicket. You are talking about Usman Khan. Usman Khan couldn't contribute here. He perishes.
Or not a very fluent innings from Usman Khan. We know how good he is. But on that occasion, gets beaten by Muzammil. Look at that. That's a wonderful delivery. Excellent delivery. He gets that extra bit of bounce. That is what has been the undoing for Usman Khan on that occasion. Good catch taken by Muzammil to get rid of a very big wicket. 22 of 20 for Usman Khan. Just one maximum and a boundary in that innings. 5th wicket down, and this is trouble for the defenders now.
Sonabati, the new man in. Now, all of a sudden, we have two fresh legs at the center, but not many overs to go. They'll have 13 deliveries to get the better. Ooh. Half of the side has been back in the herd now in a matter of couple of overs. Defenders are struggling at the moment. 8 overs done, 76 for 5. Babar tries to hit that one hard. I think that's been the problem. Maybe the batters are trying to belt the ball hard. So the idea is even the miss hit will go to the distance, but that's not happening here. There you go. That's a second dot delivery here. Just toying with the Babar. The way Babar is swinging hard. Yeah, this time he gets on to the wood. The ball is traveling and gets a boundary. That will release the pressure. That will bring some confidence to the batting side.
Well, that wasn't from the middle of the bat from Babar Ghazanfar. Wasn't a very good delivery either from Uzair. Was on the stumps. I think he's better off bowling those deliveries outside off stump. We've seen how he's beaten him in this over, but that one, the power of Babar Ghazanfar taking it all the way for a boundary. So that's a welcome boundary coming in. 80 on the board. They've really struggled here to get some runs. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Outside off stump will be given as a wide because it turned away from the right-hander, but the idea was right on that occasion from Uzair.
Babar is trying to hit everything on the own side really too hard. Yeah, there you go. This is Uzair and he is being smart, not bowling around the pads. He's just trying to keep it away from the arc.
Oh yeah, that's a wonderful delivery. And that is where he needs to be, with that line and with that length. He's getting the ball to turn away from the right-hander, and that is the reason why he's beating Babar Ghazanfar on a number of occasions.
Yeah, again. Oh, that's given as wide. I think Uzair is asking the umpire that, because you need to understand where the batter is positioned as well. If he shuffles, yeah, you can see literally he's shuffled across and covers the off stick and then goes on the on side. A wayward throw. A couple of runs would be added here.
Yeah, once again, not in control. That was a very good delivery, right in the block hole from Uzair. Not allowing Babar Ghazanfar to get underneath that delivery and hit it in the air. One more delivery to go in this over. This has turned out to be a great spell from Uzair. He's managed to pick up a couple of wickets. He's given away just 20 runs so far.
He steps out, but had no other option than playing it. And I played towards the extra cover. I think this is very, very sensible over. Only one boundary given, and a sensible over comes to an end. The penultimate went really well. It's 85 for 5 defenders. So all four fielders are behind the stumps. For Saiful and Noor, they're having a widespread field. Oh, they're pushing for 2. Could be a chance of a run out. Direct hit would have made it show, but now maybe umpire is referring to the TV umpire, and I think that's a close call.
I think he's a corner there, Sanabati. There was no 2 runs there, but we'll still have to wait and see what the umpire has to see in the replay. But I thought that's mighty close, and in my opinion, Sana has not made it, but the bowler doesn't look all that confident. We'll just have to wait and see if Sana makes it. He's not in the frame yet. Gathers it. Oh yeah, he's short. I think he's just short. So that's a good effort coming in. And a wicket.
I think much needed wicket there. It was just that small kind of a partnership when Babar was doing a little bit of a damage, but now Sana Bhatti has to walk out. This is where the pressure comes in picture. When you can't get a lot of boundaries, you try to run hard and you throw away your wicket.
Well, that surprised Saiful Noor. He wasn't sure that he got that wicket. Well, it was a very close one, and I think Sana Bhatti will consider himself very unfortunate. Didn't get to face too many deliveries. First ball duck for him. And 6th wicket down, 86 on the board.
Saifullah Noor steaming in, goes high, goes over the bowler head, hits a straight, gets 4 runs. Now this is much is needed.
Well, that's a wonderful shot. Excellent shot. Much needed boundary coming in from the braid of Babar Ghazanfar, who's on 13 of 9 deliveries. That was a fuller length delivery by Saif Noor. And look at that. Allowing the batter to free his arms. Got it from the middle of the bat. That run away for a boundary. 90 on the board. 4 more deliveries. Can they get to 100? That is the question for the defenders.
Yeah, now placed it beautifully. Placed it in the gap. Gets 4 runs. What a shot. This is where you need to bring that over. Matters a lot.
A superb shot. Low full toss and played it in the gap. Mind you, there wasn't a big gap there between the 2-point fielders. Gets it perfectly between them. 4 more runs, back-to-back boundaries coming in for defenders, and Babar Ghazanfar was raced on to 17 of 10 deliveries.
Yeah, having that point and extra cover fielder inside and bowling wide Yorker does not seem to be a right idea. You need to have a right field placement for every single delivery that you plan to bowl. Saifullah Noor, the left armer. And now he bowls around that sticks, and that's more sensible. They're pushing for 2. Faraz, with not a clean collect, will allow the batters to cross for 2 easily.
A rare fumble coming in from the young Farazuddin. Normally he's very quick and very agile in the field. On that occasion, just couldn't gather that. Probably that pressure of the second run really playing on his mind. 2 more runs added to the total. 96 on the board. 2 more deliveries to go. They need to get to 100 somehow. 4 more runs are required to get to that total. Oh, that's been played, that's been bludgeoned, that's been hit and hammered. That is a huge hit coming in from the blade of Babar Ghazanfar. That is the Babar Ghazanfar we know. What a great shot to post the 100 runs on the board.
That was needed. That was the need of the hour. 25, he moves on in no matter of time. That was a really, really nice connection and a solid hit. Goes all the way. 100 up for defenders, and they will celebrate that certainly. Shocking to see Shahbaz coming now at number 8. Maybe too late, but final delivery he won't get to face. Right onto the Castle, and Castle has been destroyed. What a delivery. Toe-crushing Yorker to end the over and the inning as well.
That was a wonderful delivery. What a comeback. Great delivery from Saif on that occasion. Bringing it into the right-hander. And look at that. In the block hole, and the fast bowler's delight. The wickets are disturbed, and Babar Ghazanfar has been dismissed on the very last delivery of the innings. 25 of 13 for him. A very good knock, very important knock coming from young Barber, a maximum and 3 boundaries in that one. And at the end of the innings, 102 is what defenders could get in their 10 overs for the loss of 7 wickets. Let's have a look at the batting card.
Yeah, they had a good start there, Farhan Babar, since he's gone, and there had been a serious collapse. Not much contribution from Salman Babar, only hitting a 6 and going, and Umar Dogar gone on 0, and then Sana Bhatti got run out there, and Shahbaz couldn't face a single delivery. The contribution has been major from Mohammad Salman, and of course Babar Ghazanfar at the end of the innings.
Yeah, and a disciplined bowling lineup for the Ajman Heroes. 5 bowlers were used. 1 wicket for Farazuddin, a wicket for Saif Noor as well. Mohammad Qasim, he was the pick of the bowlers. 15 runs in his 2 overs, and he managed to pick up 2 big wickets. And Uzair Anis, I thought he was wonderful as well with his leg spinners. Gave away 21 runs, but picked up 2 important wickets, restricting the defenders to 102 in 10 overs.
Smartly bowled. I think both the leggies have done a decent job picking up 4 wickets to give both of them together. Have a look at the highlights. That's how the inning have started, where this left-hander Farhan Baba was smashing the ball nicely along the ground, good accompanied by Usman. Both of them makes a good pair, and they get a good start. But that start couldn't kept on going since that Farazuddin strikes and takes that wicket of Farhan Baba. And then coming in Salman, who was looking slightly rusty, but soon the opponent's captain offered him a spin, and he was taken, Farazuddin, for a ride with a lot of 6s, 3 to be precise, and a boundary in that over, has helped the team defenders to get back in the shape. And soon after, the leggy came, Uzair Anis. He was smashed for 6 and then picking up wicket. And again, Salman Babar going inside out for a 6, and next delivery departs. That's how it has been the day for a team defender. The collapse was a real problem. Then Umar playing no shot, not reading that googly at all. And it was easy catch for Abdul Shakur. And then again, getting a big fish this time. Usman couldn't get going again, only got 22 of 20 deliveries, and that run out of Sana Bhatti was a tragic. But then in the final over, where Babar Ghazanfar tries to get maximum runs for his team, that was put on by the grand fashion on the onside. Beautiful shot and a great comeback by Saifullah Noor, disturbing the timbers. It's 103. The target set by the team defenders, and when we come back, we'll see Ajman Heroes' response to that. Meanwhile, we take a short break and be right back.
Good evening, cricket lovers, and welcome back to the Eden Gardens. Match number 5, Ajman Heroes taking on Defenders. It's going to be a cliffhanger. It's been a wonderful game so far. Defenders getting to 102 for the loss of 7 in their 10 overs. Some good knocks coming in from Usman Khan, 22 of 20, 25 of 13 from Babar Ghazanfar. That was the impetus that was required towards the end of the innings. And in the middle, it was Mohammad Salman Randawa who got 30 of 12 deliveries. And that really set them up to post that 102 runs in 10 overs. In my opinion, I didn't think that the wicket was too easy to bat on, which is why I couldn't get too many runs for Azuddin and Saif Noor for Ajman Heroes picked up a wicket each. Uzair Anis picked up 2 wickets, gave away 21 runs, but the pick of the bowlers for the Heroes was Muzammil Qasim, picked up 2 wickets, gave away just 15 runs, and the Ajman Heroes managed to just restrict them to 102, gave away just 7 extras. And to talk about that and a lot more, joining me in the comm box, it's going to be my opening partner, Ahmed Khwaja.
Thank you very much, Rashid. From 68 for 1 to being restricted to 102. Excellent job done by the Ajman Heroes bowlers. New opening combination. It's the master and the apprentice Khalid Shah opening alongside young Zainullah. And good to see they're giving him an opportunity up the order.
Oh, absolutely. This is what it is about, giving the youngsters a chance to really prove themselves. And for Ajman Heroes' sake, I just feel that it's a good move to rest Mohammad Ajmal, who's been their superhero. But I think he deserved that. And that this is the opportunity for the rest of the squad to really put their hands up and really make sure that they chase this total down, which is not a steep target, but they still will have to bat really well against a very strong defenders.
Not to mention they have another game immediately after this against DCC Starlets. So you have to shuffle your pack, use your entire bench strength. And so far, so good for Ajman Heroes. Now they just need to deliver with the bat. Won't be easy, like you mentioned, especially facing up to Saqib Munshid with the new ball. He'll be a very tricky customer.
Well, absolutely. And 2 men in this batting lineup will be of utter importance. Will be Khalid Shah, the flamboyant left-handed opener, alongside Rahul Chopra, who comes in the middle. Those are the 2 batters the defenders will have to be really careful against, and they'll have to bowl their best bowlers against them. So it's going to be a game of chess, in my opinion. There will be mind games, there will be strategies that's going to come into play, and that is how they will be able to really restrict Ajman Heroes under those 102 runs.
So we're just about to get the run chase underway. Shehbaz Ali, excellent all-rounder, taking the new ball, bowls that heavy ball, bangs it into the pitch, and will certainly get a good response from the surface. A fresh track, so expect the ball to zip through, especially under lights.
Oh yeah, but he'll need to be very careful. So this is going to be a game, a matchup between Khalid Shah and Shehbaz, who likes to, like you mentioned, bowl the delivery shorter length. And Khalid Shah, on the other hand, is very strong towards the square of the wicket. So this is going to be a matchup, one to be really enjoyed and entertained for us. In comes Shehbaz to bowl the first delivery. Starts off with a good delivery on the stumps. And Khalid Shah is off the mark straight away.
Well, you were right on the money there, Mohammad Rashid. Back of a length, played square of the wicket to point. Cover point rather, and a single. So, wow. Do you have a PlayStation 5 controller here? What's happening? Perfectly predicted.
Well, that's what he's going to do. We know Shehbaz. We've seen him on a number of occasions. He likes to bowl and bang that ball short at length. And he's been very successful in doing that. Now it's going to be the young Zainullah who's going to take strike.
Yeah, very exciting talent. The young Afghan batter. Very good mates with Hassani Khail that we know very well. Son of former Afghan T20I captain Mohammad Nabi. They make a good combination.
Oh yeah, and now it'll be up to the youngster to make a mark. Defends that very, very confidently. Khalid wanted a single there. That would have been suicidal for them.
Yeah, the good thing about these live-streamed events brought to you by ITW Prod-G and, of course, TPT, these youngsters get a lot of opportunities all over the UAE in the various venues to play in that pressure. On live streaming, they can see how they're playing, their technical faults, their technical deficiencies, and then, of course, plan for the future. So it's a great platform.
Oh, absolutely. This is wonderful for the young kids to make and improve their game. Meanwhile, Shehbaz Ali comes in once again. Short line delivery, really hurried on to Zainullah. We know how quick Shehbaz can be. He's got that ability to really zip that delivery, and under lights, it's going to be even more quicker.
Yeah, trying to pull off the front foot. He does favor that shot, but needs to be careful. We've seen a lot of dismissals already today playing across the line. It's not a completely flat track that you can just plonk your front foot and smack the ball through the line. you have to play the ball on merit.
Oh, yeah, and you'll have to be very careful. You can't really go across the line like you mentioned, and you can't really overhit the deliveries. You'll have to be at the top of your mark with those timings, and that is one thing that can get you some runs. We know how good a timer Khalid Shah is, and I think for his sake and for the sake of Ajman Heroes, he needs to just settle down and make sure that he tries to time the ball. He's been wonderful. He's got some beautiful shots. He's got that Jamaican touch in him, and that can work for him. Goes onto the back foot and heaves that towards mid-wicket. There is some protection there. Sanabhatti does really well. The slide was perfectly timed, and they get a couple of runs.
Yeah, they had kept the square leg in the ring and had that fielder on the leg side boundary more towards mid-wicket. So smart strategy there from Shehbaz Ali, and keeps Khalid Shah. Normally would pick up a boundary on that shot, only gets a couple.
That's a very good strategy. We were expecting, like Khalid Shah, we were also expecting Shehbaz to bowl those back or length deliveries. And I think he just surprised him with that fuller length delivery and changed the field accordingly. So full marks to Shehbaz Ali and the defenders for really working and planning well against Khalid Shah. Last delivery coming up, short delivery, that really took off. Are they going to go for that bye? Oh, yes and a no, and a direct hit as well. Could have been a sorry.
Well, that was very lucky indeed. Direct hit from Farhan Babar. Thankfully, he sent back Zainullah in time. So it has been a nervy start here for Khalid Shah.
Well, at the moment, full credit should be given to Shehbaz, who's been bowling brilliantly. The change, the variation in his line and length, that has been superb, and that has really made Khalid Shah struggle against him. 4 runs off the 5 deliveries so far. 1 more to go.
Well, we've seen that 111 was defended quite comfortably by Z Games against the opposition earlier in the day, against 7 districts. So perhaps this pitch is not as easy to bat on as we first thought.
Oh, I thought it wasn't very easy to bat on. That was my first opinion about this wicket. And Shehbaz Ali at the moment is doing a wonderful job. Oh, that's gone up in the air. That's gone miles up in the air. They've got a fielder there. Ooh, just can't make it. Good effort. Valiant effort coming in from Umar Dogar. And that was, the trap was set for that kind of a shot. And Khalid Shah fell for it. But just at the last time, the fielder couldn't hang on. It was a difficult take. But full credit for the try there for Umar Dogar.
Yeah, he came in all the way from mid-on, just couldn't get there. That mid-wicket was right on the fence. So first over, a good one from Shehbaz Ali. Ajman Heroes 5 for none.
New bowler in is going to be Zakir Manshad. 98 required of 54 deliveries. Khalid Shah still out there. 4 of 4 for him. Young Zainullah. 1 run of 2 deliveries for him, and a good start here for the defenders. They gave away just 5 runs in the first over. So they've got 98 more runs to defend. And for Ajman Heroes, they've got 98 more runs to chase down in 9 overs. It's not going to be an easy task, especially against Zakir Manshad, who's got that ability to swing the ball into the left-hander. In he comes to bowl to Khalid Shah, makes room. And that is nothing short, but in the gap. That's running away towards the boundary. That was timed really well. Good effort from the fielder. Just putting his boot down in time, saving a few runs.
Well, Salman, great stop. He didn't want to come back to retrieve the ball. In the end, they've only taken 2. That's not great running. Should have been at least a 3. And Khalid Shah, well, he was aiming for fine leg, and the ball went to mid-wicket. Great placement.
Well, I think he was just surprised with the way the ball moved into him. He wasn't expecting that. Made room for himself. Wanted to hit it through the offside, I felt. But at the last moment, changed his shot. Wanted to go towards fine leg. Didn't connect. And somehow went into the gap, and they picked up 2 runs. But should have been 3, like you mentioned. Nonetheless, runs are what counts here at the moment. 7 on the board after 7 deliveries. So 6 in over is what they're getting at the moment. And they'll need a lot more than that. Zakir Manshad, we know how good he's been. But he'll have to be careful against the left-handed Khalid Shah. Oh, that's a wonderful pickup. Risk coming into play, and that'll go all the way for a maximum. First boundary coming in for Khalid Shah, and that will really ease that pressure.
Well, overpitched, and it was swinging into his pads. That's bread and butter for Khalid Shah. What a flick. And immediately didn't even bother running. He knew that was a clean connection for half a dozen.
What a great shot that was. Really, I thought that was wonderfully timed, and that is what is going to really help Khalid Shah. Doesn't need to overhit, and Saqib Manshad, he'll have to bowl from outside off stump. Slower delivery. That's over the fielder's head. She'll go into the boundary ropes. Will tease the bat with the fielder, but still make it.
Yeah, he read that like a book and just was patient enough to kept his shape and just lofting it over extra cover. Not the sweetest of timing, but brutally effective is Khalid Shah in the power play. Now the heroes are on the move.
Well, that is the right word. You mentioned effective. And Khalid Shah is very effective against, once he gets going. And against Saqib Shah, he's really enjoying. Saqib Manshad, he gets the ball to swing into the left-hander, and that is a problem for him. Meanwhile, oh, that is the best of the lot. That is a wonderful shot right from the middle of the blade. And that will go for a beautiful maximum.
Well, a slot ball, and he threw the kitchen sink at it, timed it perfectly, and that's a towering six. Second of the over. And now Khalid Shah, in just the blink of an eye, has gotten away. 22 of just 8 deliveries. Saqib Manshad, it hasn't been a good over.
Oh, this is scintillating batting from the flamboyant left-handed opener. What a wonderful array of shots he's got. Look at this over. 18 runs coming off it so far. And Saqib Manshad, he's got 2 more deliveries to go. Expect that pull shot to come in, the Jamaican pull shot. Oh, just moving too much in his crease. I think that is what has undone him.
You tried to be a bit fanciful there, trying to swat it over point. Yeah, that's what he wanted to do, but the ball just came in. If it was slightly more outside off, he would have thrashed it away. So a good contest, and he looks relaxed now. Gotten a couple of sixes away. He's enjoying his batting.
But that's what he needs to do. He needs to enjoy his batting. He's a brilliant batter. As soon as he gets under pressure, he tends to do a lot more, tends to hit the deliveries a little too hard, and that is what goes against him. But the moment I think he's enjoying, and that is a good sign for the heroes. In comes Saqib to bowl the last delivery. Short delivery, but slower as well. That was played well. Will be a single to end the over. This has proved to be a brilliant one for the heroes. 2 overs done, 24 for no loss. Thanks to our sponsors, FanCode, in presenting this tournament to us. It's been a wonderful tournament, Pro 10, live from the Eden Gardens in Ajman. Wonderful facilities as well. And a lot of thanks going to the Ajman Cricket Council as well for giving us this wonderful tournament. We've seen some brilliant batting, some brilliant, excellent cricket overall. Meanwhile, changing the bowling, it's going to be Umar Dogar to come in, and he'll be bowling to Khalid Shah, who's raced on to 23 of 10 deliveries, going at a strike rate of 230. A brilliant, wonderful effort. In comes Umar Dogar. Oh, he's tried to go for that ramp shot. Umar Dogar followed him. And I think Khalid Shah is very lucky there.
He almost ramped it onto his leg stump there. Very, very lucky, like you mentioned. And absolutely, you mentioned the Ajman Cricket Council. In the past, this used to be the off-season for us in the UAE domestic scene. But now, there's non-stop cricket thanks to the Ajman Cricket Council. And good to see. We have cricket 24/7, 365 now in the UAE.
Well, absolutely. And which is the reason why some of the younger players are getting an opportunity to play this wonderful game we love so much. And we've seen some brilliant cricket overall. Slower delivery. That's bowled really well by Umar Dogar. He wants to go for the single. This can be a run out. Zainullah just makes it back in time. Good call there from Khalid Shah.
Yeah, that same delivery can easily be clipped towards that mid-wicket square leg region. Zainullah needs to show a bit of courage here, more conviction in his stroke play. It's fair enough if you play your shot and you get out. That's what the format demands. But you don't want to just block the ball and not look to play your shots.
Oh yeah, I think you're absolutely right. He needs to play with more confidence and play with positive approach. Even if he loses his wicket, this is going to be a learning experience for him. And I think he's doing well just at the other end. Looking at Khalid Shah, who's playing beautifully. Slower delivery, that is played with intent, and that's been placed well. Straight to the field, there will be a single, and I think he needs to do more of that. Not eat up dot deliveries and give as much strike as possible to Khalid Shah.
Absolutely, every single delivery has to be maximized. Either get 1, 2, 4, or 6, but keep it moving. Don't get holed up at one end. We saw Usman Khan struggle to get going, and that had a major impact as defenders could only go just above 100. That's not a par score by any means.
Oh, absolutely. And this is what gets the other batter at the other end under trouble as well. He can get frustrated with no runs coming in from the other end. Meanwhile, Umar Dogar once again, slower delivery, brilliantly bowled. That was superbly done. He's given away just 1 run so far in his 4 deliveries off the bat.
Yeah, mishandled there by Farhan Babar, the glove man. Difficult take. Excellent slower bouncer there. That's become a very effective ball, especially in this format where you need to mix it up. So no harm done so far. Good bowling by Umar Dogar.
And this is the golden opportunity for Umar Dogar to bowl 2 good deliveries against Zainullah, who's the youngster here. He's underexperienced, still learning the tips of the game. Slower delivery once again, persisting with that delivery that has worked for him in this over. Will be another single. So just 2 runs so far, and 1 more delivery to go. Even if he gets hit for a boundary, that will prove to be a good over.
Indeed. And on the other hand, Ajman Heroes, just a required run rate above 10. So they're going there or thereabouts, thanks to Khalid Shah's blistering cameo so far. Very manageable run rate, especially with all 10 wickets in hand.
Absolutely, but they can't get complacent. That is the name of the game. They need to play with positive intent. They need to dispatch those loose deliveries and make sure they keep the bowlers on their toes. Last delivery coming off the 3rd over. Well, that's a beautiful delivery. Right in the block hole. I think the Khalid Shah was lucky once again. Could have easily crashed into the stumps. Will be a single nonetheless. Beautiful over. Wonderful over from Umar Dogar comes to an end. Just 3 runs coming off it. 29 on the board after 3 for the Heroes. New bowler in, making a comeback into the domestic circuit. It's Mohammad Salman Randhawa. He's a wonderful all-rounder. He's very experienced. He's got a lot of knowledge as well. And he can prove to be quite handy with the ball.
Yeah, bowled a decent spell yesterday. Got a few wickets under his belt. And decent knock with the bat. Let's see if he can provide that much-needed breakthrough for defenders. Because Khalid Shah, if he remains at the crease, he'll take the game away. Simple as that.
Well, absolutely. You're spot on. They need to pick up those 2 big wickets in this run chase, and that is going to be Khalid Shah and Rahul Chopra. Meanwhile, Salman coming in to bowl the first delivery. Was on the stumps and in the arc for Khalid Shah, who's done well, and excellent work done by Salman as well. Salman Babar preventing that ball from going over the boundary rope somehow, and they'll manage to pick up a couple of runs.
Well, he was flopping like a fish out of water there, Salman Babar. Just panicked when he didn't hang on to the ball, but he did really, really well there. That ball was struck hard.
Well, yeah, I think Khalid Shah is just getting into the mood of hitting those deliveries out of the park. That was slightly fuller. Didn't get that ball under his bat. No elevation, so played it along the carpet. Salman comes in once again. Well, that's a full toss. That is over the extra cover. They don't have protection there, but the ball doesn't have the legs to go all the way. Will be another couple of runs.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see the height of that one. Looked pretty high to me. Khalid Shah, of course, shimmying down the track. But I think he's just about gotten away with it. That was touch and go.
Yeah, I think Salman was lucky there. I think probably because Khalid Shah came down the track, that is the reason why he's just been lucky. Salman Rondava comes in once again. Oh, full toss once again. So he's not been able to get the grip of the ball. That due might be really unsettling him. Will be a single this time.
Yeah, need to get the towels out, not just for the ball, but for his fingers, his forearms, his wrists. He's struggling to land the ball here. Khalid Shah, 29 of 16. He'll be disappointed, missing out on both full tosses.
Oh yeah, he should be livid with himself. Those were two easy boundary balls. Missed out on both occasions. With 3 more deliveries to go, he's given away just 5 runs. This is the opportunity for the youngster to really convert this over and make it a big one for himself and his team. And that will boost his confidence, will lift the spirits of the youngster, and will really allow them to make a statement. Oh, that was in the slot. I thought he was late on that delivery. That extra bit of pace from Salman. He's not very pacey, but Zain, I think, just missed out.
They're trying to go hard at the ball, and that's what happens in the 10-over format if you don't get off to a quick start. 4 of 6, he'll just be feeling that, yeah, I need to play a big shot, but just need to relax here. They're going along nicely. 68 of 38 is a very manageable equation.
Yeah, and Khalid Shah needs to be careful as well. He cannot allow himself to get under pressure because of what's happening at the other end for Zain. Meanwhile, that is played well. That is a wonderful shot from Khalid Shah. That is one of the best shots he plays. Gets it right from the middle of the bat, places it perfectly, gets a boundary.
Well, sometimes it feels like it's not a bat made of wood, but a samurai sword in his hand. Look at that cut. Wow. Beautiful shot, Khalid Shah. Typical left-hander on the back foot, over point. You can wake him up at 3 a.m. to play that shot and he'll smash it for 6.
Oh, yeah, either side of the wicket. He's very strong, square of the wicket, and that's what we love. We haven't seen that Jamaican pull coming in as yet, but you'll see that Caribbean touch coming in any time if he gets a delivery on that zone. Meanwhile, last delivery, this over has given them 10 runs. 1 more to go. In the block hole, that is cut and cut well. Good effort, excellent effort by Usman. Puts in that big dive and restricts them to a single to end the over. Beautifully done at the end. 4 overs done, 40 on the board for the Heroes. Umar Dogar brought back into the attack. Pulled 1 over, gave away just 3 runs. What a wonderful over that was from Umar. And this is going to be the over that can change the complex of this game. If he bowls another good over here, giving away less than 6 runs, that will be excellent news for the defenders. Meanwhile, it's going to be Khalid Shah who will ruin those plans. Would want to ruin those plans, rather. That starts off with a beautiful delivery, Umar Dogar. That slower one. That was really slow. No bounce as well.
Yeah, that ball didn't rise at all. So the plan seems to be pace off against Khalid Shah. 34 of 19. He's played another blinder. But they certainly need somebody to keep hitting boundaries every over. And he has to be the one.
Oh, yeah, they can't afford to keep that run rate at 10. They'll need to at least get to 12 and, put pressure on the bowlers. Otherwise, at the end, if they lose the wicket in a heap, that can be troublesome. Meanwhile, that was a slower delivery once again. Just placing Khalid on that occasion will only be a single. So this is turning out to be a brilliant spell from Umar Dogar. Not giving anything away.
Yeah, I thought he'd got it behind point, but it was pace off. So just dribbling away to the cover sweeper. Well, how will Zainullah react? To be fair, he's only played 6 deliveries and 4.2 overs. So he must be itching for a boundary.
Oh, yeah. He needs to get a boundary and he needs to get it soon. He can't afford to use up too many deliveries. Umar Dogar is A very decent bowler. Look at that beautiful delivery. Excellent. Pace off once again. He's persisting with those, and that is working for him.
It certainly is. Seems to be a sluggish track here. Struggling to time the ball, even the likes of Usman Khan. It's only been Khalid Shah and perhaps Shahrukh Amin who are really looking comfortable at this pitch. Must be something about those left-handers.
Oh, probably, yeah. The left-handers, they're always good timers of the ball. And that is why one reason that can probably be going in their favor. Meanwhile, what a spell this is from Umar Dogar. He's given away just 4 runs in 9 deliveries. In he comes once again. That is a slower one. Short at length, but was placed in the gap. They will come back for a couple of runs and will make it quite easily at the end.
Khalid Shah just veering away at the end there. But good running. That's one thing you can control. The running between the wickets has been quite decent. And a 43-run opening stand. They're just a touch behind the game, but not too much.
Yeah, this is pressure on Ajman Heroes now. With the way Umar Dogar is bowling this over, he's got 2 more deliveries, but a lot of pressure on the youngster especially, who's eaten up 8 deliveries for his 6 runs. And that can be troublesome for the Heroes. Meanwhile, pacey delivery, good delivery from Umar Dogar. He's controlling the game here. He's controlling the young Zainullah Khan.
Yeah, they would have loved to have another over available for Dogar. Only 6 runs off the bat in a 2-over spell in a 10-over game. That is remarkable bowling from the fast bowling all-rounder.
Well, that's absolutely fascinating. The way he's changing his pace and varying his line and length. It's been wonderful. This has been fast bowling at its best. In he comes to bowl the last delivery of his spell. Can he pick up the wicket and make it even more beautiful? Will be a dot ball. So ends off his 2-over spell, giving away just 6 runs, 5 overs done and dusted. Heroes on the back foot, 43 for no loss. And that will bring a change in the com box. There'll be new voices taking you through. It's going to be the evergreen Mudassir Ali alongside Abid Rahim.
Thank you very much, Rashid and Ahmed Khwaja. Oh, lovely delivery. Pitch up a delivery right onto the block hole. No chance for the batter. Khalid Shah was struggling there. He wanted to play that, but that ball has just got him followed and followed him really well. Welcome to the commentary box, Mudassir. Looking smart and handsome.
Thank you, Abid. And good to see Salman Randhawa making a comeback. The UAE domestic circuit, he played a good cameo with the bat. Now he's doing wonders with the ball wicketless, but he's bowling those tight line and lengths to Khalid Shah. A low full toss, waited for this and dispatched towards the deep mid-wicket. A much needed maximum from the flamboyant Khalid Shah. Excellent shot.
The 50th sixer of the tournament comes up with a stylish, good-looking shot. Yeah, that was there to be hit right into that slot. He bowled that full toss, and Khalid Shah won't miss that one. The red-hot form continues for Khalid Shah. 41 of just 22 deliveries. It's always pleasing to eye when you see the left-hander plays it. To the perfection, this time to the onside. Big one. Yes, gone into the bushes. Great shot. 50 up for Ajman Heroes. What a heroic shot that is.
He loves to play here in Eden Gardens. Khalid Shah taking Salman Randhawa on a ride. Back-to-back sixes. Very strong on the back foot. The liking he has for the ground. It would be good if they can name one of the stands. Name of Khalid Shah.
Well, I think certainly if he gets that best batsman of the tournament, he should get that one. Because the amount of score he's made in this ground. Bulk of runs, one hit away from 50, Khalid Shah. Now he goes deep in his crease. The bowler bowled it that low full toss. Difficult shot to hit and 2 runs. In a blink of eye, good running this is between Zain and Khalid Shah. Moves on to 49.
He has taken the charge. He knows his partner is struggling. Young Zainullah. So the responsibility has taken up by Khalid Shah to get those quick runs, and he's doing a tremendous job for Ajman Heroes. Quickly moves to 49 of 24 balls.
Yeah, he's making this run chase look easy as long Khalid Shah is there. Goes deep, finds the outside edge, thick edge, will go all the way for 4 runs, and that brings 50 for Khalid Shah. What a knock this has been. Sensational inning, exhibition of great cricket at its best.
He was not in control, but what matters are the 4 runs taking that thick outside edge and no protection at the third man, and 4 runs for Khalid Shah and more runs for future matches, and he's spoiling the night of Salman Randhawa. He's making a comeback in UAE domestic circuit and going for runs, especially in this over. He came very hard on Salman Randhawa, and with that 450 comes up, and now they are in control, Ajman Heroes.
Yes, certainly. Certainly one final delivery of this over, which has been already spoiled. Cuts it, extra cover is the region. There is a fielder who will cut it down from the boundary line. Khalid sends back Zain. That's a clear indication he wants to strike. He wants to make difference tonight. He's on a great form. It's 62 for none at the end of 6 Ajman Heroes. $62 for none at the end of 6, and Yasir Maharvi comes in himself. The captain has to come in and deliver. Angles it away from the left-hander. Great delivery, great start for Yasir Maharvi. Yes, he's cut down the pace, but not the efficiency.
Trying to make a room and go towards the offside, but following the batter, Yasir. Desperately, they are looking for a wicket. That too for Khalid Shah. Look at the determination in his eyes. Very focused, Khalid.
Yeah, no, sends his partner back. Knows the risk of exposing Zain, who scored 6 runs of 10 deliveries. And you can't be exposing Zain in front of Yasir Maharvi, who's bowling really well. Lethal deliveries. He's more of a skiddy bowler who skids the ball and troubles the batter.
It reminds me of 1992 New Zealand team, the wobbly-dobbly bowlers. Latham. Gavin Larson. Thank you, Ahmed.
Oh, again, another dot ball here. The pressure is piling up, mind you. It's 41 needed of 21. And now the things are getting heated up here. 3 dot balls in a 10 overs game is worth a wicket.
I think that clearly the day belongs to the captains, and we have seen the first match, Shah Rukh Amin taking 4 wickets and winning the match for his team. Now Yasir Maharvi bowling that crucial over, 3 dot deliveries.
Yeah, he connects this one as flying, says goodbye, I'm off to the moon. 6 runs. What a hit.
Class 4-time lucky Khalid Shah against Yasser Maharbi. This time he was in control. Waited on the back foot and power unleashed by Khalid Shah. As we all call him, Boom Boom Khalid Shah, dealing in maximums. Not putting that extra pressure on Zainullah, taking that responsibility. Now 35 needed of 20 balls.
Yeah, he's banging it around the corner of the ground really hard. A lot of bottom hand involved in that previous shot. Brute power, brute force, and that is gone. Another one. And to the bushes. 2 back-to-back sixes brings this over into the betterment for Heroes.
3 dot deliveries follows by a couple of maximum. The best part is that he's playing with the straight bat and trying to hit Yasser straight towards the side screen. Can we see 3 maximum in a row after 3 dot deliveries?
Took the pace off this time, belted hard along the ground, and that is traced away for 4 runs. What a cracking 3 last deliveries. Clearly belonged to Khalid Shah and Ajman Heroes. And the first 3 was dot ball. Very good over for Heroes now. 16 given on that, 78 for none. The left arm to wicket, Farhan Ahmed comes in and has got a very, very short run up and very effective. Those arm balls, he bowls are difficult to pick. And I think Khalid Shah again would be the right contender to face him more often than Zain, because it would be an epic battle between the left-hander against left armer. I'm not so sure what the delay is. Well, All right, there you go. Now we have seen the change in bowling. Now it comes Babar Ghazanfar to bowl. Yeah, another spinner. They need a spinner to be in the attack. This has been an excellent show. Just 8 runs from the rest of the team and 70 runs for one man. Khalid Shah is literally single-handedly taking game away from defenders and putting that game into the kitty of Ajman Heroes. What a phenomenal knock this has been. Clearly, brutal power, force, stylish. We have seen everything in that knock. A 32 delivery, 70. Wow, what was that delivery? And gone for 4 as well. Well, not a great fielding there from Yasir Maharvi. And a punishment straight away. Zain Shah puts it away for 4 runs.
The first boundary for Zainullah in 7.1 over. Very ordinary start by Babar Ghazanfar and a sluggish effort from the captain, resulting in that 4 runs, and full marks should be given to Khalid Shah, as rightly pointed out by Abid. He was never under pressure, though his partner was struggling. He took the charge, and what an innings he's playing for his team.
Yeah, he's bailed the team out of the pressure. 21 needed of 17 deliveries. It looks like cakewalk now. Again targets the pad. This time he wanted to play onto the third man. Probably the idea is because that third is up. The first thing I think Baba needs to do is push the third man back. Rather fine leg. This time played it all along the carpet. They'll take single and they'll bring the danger man. Khalid Shah back on strike. There is ominous signs for the team defenders as they see Khalid Shah takes the strike back.
Last over going for some runs, and now 20 needed of 15 balls. Babar Ghazanfar bowling his first over, looking for that breakthrough.
This time he bowled it real slow. Didn't offer a lot of width as well. Khalid Shah can relax a bit there because Zain has got him boundary on a very first delivery and played it well this over. So that's the positive intent if you have a right partner at the other end.
Good to see the youngster has been sent top of the order by the captain, Rahul Chopra. Goes on the back foot, just a single.
Yeah, nothing to be worried about here. Zain wants to. He's always pushing Khalid Shah to take 2. Whereas Khalid Shah is the senior partner, says, hold on, young man. Let me handle things on my way. And for him, it's either his way or the highway. Up against the spin of Babar Ghazanfar. Half tracker, couldn't time that at all. And a single, easy single, will conclude the over. Now 17 more needed of 12 deliveries. This is an easy chase seems to be now for Ajman Heroes. There you go. Time for floating power play, which was not taken. And now it finally suits more where Khalid Shah is still there at the center. And they'll need to bring their best bowler to bowl that floating power play. With Zain now playing better as compared to beginning of his knock. Well, he's got some confidence watching his partner striking hard and he's been toying with the bowler. Now would be the real test for Khalid Shah when he comes up against the best Mohammad Shehbaz Ali.
Oh yes, and in his first over just going for 5 runs. That's a mandatory floating power play has been taken. Khalid Shah will be on strike up against Shehbaz Ali. There you go, making room and using the wrist. There's a fielder station. It's just a single. And the good thing about this knock of Halisha is he played on the merit of the ball and he tried to play coming behind the ball. No slogging today from Halisha. It was a pure timing and power generated by the left-hand batter. Moves to 73 with that single. Now 16 needed of 11 balls.
Yeah, this has been a brilliant piece of batting from the stylish left-hander. And now maneuvering the fielders around, brings in the extra cover. And they have packed outside the off-fielding. They have allowed the square leg to be behind. I can expect a short-line delivery. Oh, pace off this time. And throws it towards the bowler and pressure. This is pressure.
It's such an ordinary piece of batting from Zain, and Ajman Heroes needs to thank Khalisha. At the right time, he got those quick runs. We are into the ninth over, still finding it hard to get the timing right. Zainullah, the youngster, has been promoted up the order by the captain Rahul Chopra, 87 on board. They do have 10 wickets in hand. But what matters for defenders is they need to get rid of Khalid.
Oh, again. Tries to swing that hard and misses it. And look at the reaction of Khalid Shah. How desperate he is for the strike. He's hungry for it. He wants to make difference here. He wants to come on strike and take charge against Shehbaz Ali.
Not at all happy the way he's batting. He should have taken that single and rotated the strike. Now the pressure is mounting up on the young lad. 9 balls, 16 needed. Under pressure, Zainullah trying to press that panic button, Shehbaz Ali.
I think there is no need of being a hero here for Zainullah. He should feed the strike to the senior player. Take a single. Again, same result. A dot ball here. 3 dot balls. And now Zainullah is under pressure, and so does Ajman Heroes as well. Because in the end, if they've got 12 runs for the final over, that would be a difficult.
Oh yes, and Khalisha needs to go and talk to Zainullah. As we can see, it's low on confidence. 3 back-to-back dot deliveries. Anything above 12 or 13 in the final over, I think defenders will be favourite. If they somehow they can get rid of Khalisha, then for the new batter, it will be tough to come and get those quick runs.
Indeed, if they lose a wicket here, especially Khalid Shah, I think there is defenders' healthy chances of winning this competition. But what I think here, remaining 2 deliveries, Zain should try to play on the offside. Rather trying, his muscle memory is stuck to play on the onside. Again, this time, pace on and beats him with the pace and the height as well. Shehbaz Ali is bowling a gem of an over here.
If defenders can defend this target, then it will be a miracle. Ajman Heroes having 10 wickets in hand. Still they are struggling here, especially in this over, thanks to Shehbaz Ali. 4 dot balls in a row. On the first delivery, Khalisha has taken that single. Now this young lad is struggling here. He needs to get a boundary. Somehow, this is the final ball of this floating power play.
The only thing they don't want here now is single. I'm sure Khalid Shah would not be happy if they get only single here. Boundary or dot ball. Yeah, I doubt they'll take a single. Yes, Khalid Shah sent his partner back. Says, hold on, let me handle. 1 final over to go. 16 needed. What a match we have. What occasion we have here. 6 bowls to go and 16 needed. Saqib Munshid to bowl this over. All important up against the left-hander. Khalid Shah is batting on 73 of 35 deliveries. It's Zainullah not having a great day out there with the bat. He faced 19 deliveries to score only 12 runs. Not a good day for Zain, but it is now up to Khalid to take this ship towards the docks.
Oh, yes, but he will be under pressure because only 6 balls, 16 needed. He needs to find a boundary on the very first ball. If they lose this game, Ajman Heroes, it's only Zainullah who will be blamed for this. An heroic knock of Khalid Shah will be in vain for Ajman Heroes. Is Saqib Munshid to bowl the first delivery.
There you go. Expectant and swinger. Hits it hard, swung hard. They will be pushing for 2. No matter what. A throw, but no chance of a 2. What a great fielding this has been. And Khalid Shah must be frustrated. And Zainullah should think now to feed the strike back to Khalid Shah.
This was the previous over. Dot. He was just swinging. He was nowhere near the line. Poor batting effort by Zainullah. And denies the single Khalid Shah. What an excellent over. At the right time delivered by Shahbaz Ali. 10 wickets in hand. Still they are struggling to get those runs.
This is interesting. The game's momentum shifts every over. Has a different story. Yasir Maharvi's over gone for 16, where Ajman Heroes got back into the game. This time he connects. They'll push for 1 only. And that will bring the danger man on a strike. We want Khalid Shah to be on a strike. There is a real challenge for him.
It could have been wide if Zain would have left that go. But somehow he manages to put the wood on the ball and a single has been taken. 14 needed of 4 balls. It won't be easy for Khalid Shah. He's up against the experienced left-arm fast bowler known for the cutters and slower deliveries in the death overs, Saqib Munshid.
Yeah, mind you, it's a 10-over-old ball. Still swings. But Khalid Shah swings it hard towards the extra cover. A bit of fumble, which will allow the batters to take 2. And these are very, very useful. They did not take 2. They denied the run. In fact, not a single run taken. What is going on? Khalid Shah wants to finish things off on his own and has 3 more deliveries to do so. Look at that. He belts that hard and did not take a run. Halfway through, sent his partner back. No, go back. I'll take care of the rest.
You batted brilliantly, Khalid. You should have taken those 2 runs. The equation could have been 12 over 3.
He goes on the onside, goes big, could be a catch. Yes, it is catch. Shahbaz takes that. Khalid Shah departs. A lot of efforts, but all in gone, in vain here. What a knock, but an anti-climax in the end for Khalid Shah.
I feel sorry for Khalid Shah. Maximum needed. And look at that effort. The man who brought defender back in the game in the previous over by just giving a single has pulled out a brilliant catch. An excellent knock of Khalid Shah in vain tonight. 74 of 38 balls with the help of 6 maximum and 4 fours. At last getting a wicket. 89 for the loss of 1.
It's the experienced wicketkeeper batter Abdul Shakur comes on strike at number 3. Well, with that delivery, I think all the hops. Oh, misfield. They won't go all the way for 4 runs here. They'll at least take 2. But with that, Last delivery, where they got only 2 runs. The hope of Ajman Heroes being hero tonight is gone off. It's defenders who has defended it well, and a credit to be given to Shehbaz Ali. What a over he bowled, that penultimate over where he's mixed things up, kept Zainullah guessing, and 5 dot balls on trot. What an over that has been. Remarkable this has been from a bowler, an all-rounder who performed under pressure. It was just 16 needed then of 12 deliveries, 11 deliveries perhaps, 17 needed of 2 overs, then taken single Kharcha immediately on a first delivery. Zainullah been beaten on 5 deliveries. Shakur goes big, goes high, might get the distance. Yes, he does. But that is all in vain. That will only decrease the defeat margin, but it will still be a defeat for Ajman Heroes, who couldn't get over the line, could only manage to score 97 runs with only 1 wicket to get down. But it was a modest total, not a big one. But they have just given away the game of this match.
Somehow defenders snatched the victory, the jaws of the defeat here, and Zainullah, the young lad, disheartened, dejected. It should be a learning lesson for Zainullah. Early days for him in domestic cricket, but kudos to the men in black and yellow. Shehbaz Ali doing some heroic thing in the 9th over. Till 8th over, defenders were out of the game thanks to Shehbaz over. And looking at the batting card, just a wicket falling. That too in the last over, Khalid Shah played an excellent knock, manning 74 of 38 balls, but Zainullah never took off in this innings. 13 of 20 balls. It hurt and dented the hopes of Ajman Heroes. Abdul Shakur came in and managed 8 of 2 balls, just a couple of extras. At the end, they fell short of the target by 4 runs.
Well, they were never short of batters, let me tell you. They've got Rahul Chopra, Faisal Beg, likes of Isam. They have got plenty of options in their batting, but still they have gone with Zain. That's how the bowling card is. Only 1 wicket is being taken, and that too was in the final over, where Saqib Manshad strikes and takes a big hitter of the ball, Khalid Shah, out of the occasion. But he bowled really well. But Shehbaz, what a spell he had. Didn't pick a wicket, but economy of 3. 2 overs, 6 runs is been a great over. Since then, the game has got back into the control for defenders. They went on to win this game and register a victory against Ajman Heroes. We need to talk about the highlights of the day, where the batters only dominated one side, the left-hander, keep tonguing the ball all over the ground. Though be on the offside, though be on the onside. If you give him onto the pads, he'll dispatch you. That went the biggest of the lot. Huge hit. You'll see a lot of actions from Khalid Shah. That cut it away, and which went almost for a 6. 1 bounce into the fence. He's almost taken charge against all the bowlers. Salman Randhawa was taken for a ride on that over, where he's hit him a few sixes, and the big ones, one bigger than the other. That was the edge on the final delivery where Khalid Shah got to the 50, and since then he hit those mighty 6s as well. The problem was, it was the spark only from one end. It was Khalid Shah who was trying to be hero and win the game single-handedly. This is the only boundary where Zain Shah got off Babar Ghazanfar. And then it was all the way. Khalid Shah was caught deep by Shehbaz and Shakur, hitting the final 6. But that also goes in vain, as Khalid Shah's heroic knock goes in vain. Defenders winning by 5 runs only. And it has been a great day for a batter of defenders, where they could manage to get 30, 25 and 22 in the shape of the batters. But then it was a bowler's day clearly for the team defenders, where Muzammil Qasim picking up 2 and Uzair Anis. The day for the leggies. It's clearly the 2 leggies taking 4 wickets together. It was Khalid Shah who scored 74 but couldn't take his team par. Saqib Manshad, the only bowler who picked up a wicket, but he's been excellent in terms of bowling that final over under pressure. Well, it's time for us to send for a post-match presentation, where we have Mohammad Rashid alongside player of the match and the match referee.
Thank you, Combs. It's time for the post-match presentation of match number 5 of the Fan Code Pro 10 2023. It was game number 5. Ajman Heroes were taking on Defender Vision Sports Club Management, and they were batting first. Ajman, the Defenders, got to 102 for the loss of 7 wickets in their 10 overs and restricted the Ajman Heroes to 97 in their 10 overs, winning this game quite comfortably at the end. Joining me in the presentation party, I've got Mr. Iftikhar Ali, who's got the player of the match momentum in his hand, and that will be given away to Salman Randawa from the Defenders Vision Sports Club Management for his brilliant 30 runs of 12 deliveries. He got 2 boundaries and 3 maximums in that innings, and that is what helped them win this game. Salman, बड़ी अच्छी बैटिंग की आपने कम बैक कर रहे हैं, तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताएं.
थैंक यू वेरी मच. सबसे पहले अल्लाह ताला का शुक्र है कि अपना मुझे मौका मिला और मैंने आके यहाँ पे विकेट थोड़ी सी टफ थी, लेकिन अल्लाह का शुक्र है शॉट्स लगी और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह.
आप एक टाइम के बाद कम बैक कर रहे हैं डोमेस्टिक सर्किट में, तो कैसे कितना इजी हो रहा है आपका कम बैक?
थोड़ा सा एनवायरनमेंट के ये मुश्किल है थोड़ा सा, लेकिन इंशाल्लाह क्योंकि मैंने 10-12 साल इधर गुजार के गया हूँ, तो इंशाल्लाह होपफुली बेहतर होगा.
और आपने बॉलिंग के बारे में बताया, बॉलिंग भी आप अच्छी कर रहे हैं. थोड़े से फुल टॉस आज देखे थे, तो बॉलिंग कितनी मुश्किल हो रही थी?
थोड़ी सी ड्यू की वजह से स्किट हो रहा था, बॉल हाथ में स्लिप हो रहा था, इस वजह से फुल टॉस यॉर्कर के लिए जा रहा था, लेकिन फुल टॉस हो रहे थे. लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट में ट्राई करूंगा बेटर करने की.
चलें, ऑल द बेस्ट एंड इसी तरह परफॉर्म करते रहें.
थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू.
That was Salman Randawa, the player of the match for this game. We'll dive into a short break, and when we come back, there's going to be another game. Ajman Heroes will be taking on DCC Starless. Till then, stay tuned.
Good evening, cricket lovers, and welcome back to Eden Gardens in Ajman for yet another match. Match number 6 of the Ajman Pro 10 2023 powered by Fan Code. It's the Ajman Heroes in action once again. This time, they're taking on the young DCC Starlets squad. Right then, we have absolutely no time to lose. Let's head to the sideline where Mohammad Rashid will be conducting the toss.
Thank you, Combs. Time to flip the coin. Ajman Pro 10, powered by Fan Code. I've got the Starcast to my right. Fadil Hashmi leading the DCC Starlets. I've got Farazuddin for the Ajman Heroes. And the wise match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Fadil Hashmi, he's the home team. He'll flip the coin. Let's have a flip, Fad. Tails is the call.
It is head.
It is a head. So DCC Starlets winning the toss. Fad, what have you decided to do and why?
Yeah, we decided to field first. So we have some few changes, and that's it.
What do you think will be a good total to restrict them?
I think so 120, 110 will be a good fight, good total to fight with it. That's it.
Right, and give us a good game. All the best.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Jason.
Faraz, toss not going your way. What would you have done?
We were also looking to bowl first, actually, because we were going well. Yesterday also we bowled well, but we could not chase it. We have a good bowling unit, so we were looking at the same. But nevertheless, with whatever we have to do it, and we'll try to put on a good score.
What do you think will be a good score on this wicket?
I think with our batting, I have a lot of trust on our batting. 120, 130 is a par score on this wicket and with our batting. So I hope that 120 plus should be a good score.
You're playing a lot of back-to-back games and you've been in the tournaments as well, in other tournaments. How are you rotating your players?
Actually, at the moment, just one change has been there. Two changes. Adnan Arif and Ajmal, he has a backache. So just the two changes, but we have been having the same team overall for this tournament. And there are a lot of players who have been out, but that they have travelled, so then they're just changes. So we're trying to keep that and keep it cool there. Yeah.
Right, all the best and give us a good game.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, that was Fadil Hashmi, the captain of DC Starlets, winning the toss and electing to bowl first.
Thank you very much, Rashid. So news from the sidelines rather, is that DCC Starlets have won the toss and this time elected to bowl first. Let's run through the two playing 11s for you. For the Heroes, pretty much a settled side. Khalid Shah, Farazuddin, Abdul Shakur Sher, Esam Matiur Rab, Faisal Beg, Muzammil Qasim, Rahul Chopra, Sabir Rao, Saifullah Noor, Uzair Anis and Zainullah. In fact, it's exactly the same playing 11 as the previous game. And for DCC Starlets, we have Shival Bawa, Abdullah Tariq, Farmana Afridi, Anik Muhammad, Fahad Al-Hashmi, Hriday Savnani, Muhammad Arsh, Rezal Nadir, Shamim Ali, Weba Vaswani, and Zainullah Khan. This is not the same Zainullah, it's a left-arm leg spinner and an even younger lad. And speaking of young lads, alongside me in the comm box is Abid Ibrahim. Good evening, Abid.
Thank you very much, Azzy. Talking about the youngsters, yeah, right time and right way to bring me in. Yes, I'm the youngest amongst all of you.
Yeah, sure.
I can.
Well, then the action is about to begin. Of course, DCC Starlets have invited Ajman Heroes to bat again. Khalid Shah coming off a fabulous 50 in just the previous game. And the A-OK has been given by the umpire. We're set for action to begin.
Let's play Shays Tessin Zedi, and there you go, first ball. Balls it outside of Khalid Shah continues. Keeper misses that one. That might go all the way. They'll take only single, but good work in the deep. Pretty ordinary wicket keeping there, is he?
That was a catch gone down, giving us runs. Take a look here. Swinging away, just the toe end, absolute toe end of the bat. And I think it was young Vaibhav, who is the wicket keeper. Difficult take, but you do expect the youngsters to do better.
Yeah, I think that's one department where I expect the youngsters to do better than the seniors. Yes, seniors got a job, responsibilities to understand and assess the game, but the youngsters' job is to put the hard yard and take all these less than half chances into the full and get the game in the grip. Rahul Chopra now facing for the first time for the day. Haven't batted in the first game that we just witnessed, where Khalid Shah scored 74 runs and he's got out on the final over. And now change of partner for him. No more Zainullah, because Zainullah haven't put a great show together and he's lost that opening slot for him. And it's captain who stood and filling the blank and coming himself up to the order. A nice back punch to the bowler and a dot ball. Rahul Chopra very watchful.
Well, now it's a must-win game for the Heroes. They lost yesterday to Z Games. They have lost to defenders. Only 4 matches per side, and only the top 3 make it into the playoffs. The one who finishes number 1 in the points table goes directly into the final. So Ajman Heroes, they need to win, and they need to win well.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. So none of the teams will do much of experiments this time. It was Arsh, get a beautiful delivery, beats the batter. Well, coming forward one step and playing across the line does not make any sense for me, Rahul Chopra.
Yeah, that's not really his game. Likes to play orthodox shots, this time trying to pick it up outside off. And Mohammad Arsh was very impressive last night, bowling to 7 districts, although they only had to defend a score of 36. He bowled 2 really good overs. Young fast bowler.
It could make difference here if he gets Rahul Chopra out. Yeah, waited for it to whack it on the onside. There'll be only single, and that will bring the left-hander on strike. It's been a decent over so far. No casualties. Already brought a less than a half chance, which was gone down.
Yeah, I wonder, have they recovered mentally after that very shock loss to defenders? Only chasing a target of 103, but they couldn't get there even with all the wickets in hand. So they need to reboot and focus on the starlets now.
100%. It's not only the team Ajman Heroes who tested defeat, but last night it was 36 all out at DCC. Oh, this one hit hard, up and over. Will get one bounce into the fence. What a cracker of a shot.
Well, Khalid Shah continues his glorious form. Slightly short, slightly outside off. And he's absolutely crushed this over extra cover. Stand and deliver. Typical left-hander's shot. It looks so good.
Yeah, the push, the control, the wrist work at his best. He's so good at playing that shot, especially through the... He's a very horizontal batter. Either he hits it on the square of the wicket or he goes over the extra cover of the point region. Mostly, in the most cases, yeah, good to see him smiling. Perhaps he's laughing there, enjoying his time out there today. Goes deep, goes over, same region. Will the result be same? Oh no, I think the fielder has done really well. Pull that ball back, done an extremely good job to save a boundary for his team.
Yeah, we'll have to confirm with the boundary check, but I think it's all right. Look at the commitment. Shamim Ali, look at that stop. Super athletic. And yes, that looks A-okay to me. Shival Bawa does the cleanup job. So first over gone by for the Heroes, 8 for none.
Well, thanks to this fan code to bring these live visuals, playing a major role in getting that cricket game promoting all over the world. Most of the places you'll see that fan code definitely is in there to support the youngsters, and support and love for the game of cricket is always there. A big thanks to fan code and their family. Farman Afridi getting a game today. Ooh, nicely bowled again. Error from the keeper, not a clean collect. I'm just wondering what is going on with the glove work.
Yeah, Vaibhav has not started well with the gloves. Already a catch gone down. That one, a bad bounce to be fair. But the way these kids train day in and day out, you cannot be making these silly errors, and it's costing them runs.
But I tell you what, Azy, if you have noticed, the soon keeper missed that one. Khalid Shah himself, being a keeper, went to the opponent's keeper and telling him where you're lacking at, what is your mistakes, what you make. That's how you learn from the seniors.
Well,
Wow.
That's the spirit of brotherhood we have in our domestic cricket, just like you and I.
But you don't teach me much. Perfect Yorker. Hint of movement into the left-hander. Perfect delivery from Farman Afridi.
Yeah, he's an interesting prospect, has genuine pace, he's just a teenager, but already bowling at least 75, 77 miles per hour. And he's only going to get bigger, stronger, and get quicker as well. So exciting find from the DCC starlets.
Yeah, the problem with him is the consistency. He does not bowl every time good deliveries, but at times he bowls unplayable deliveries. Just like that. Very close to off stake. Chance of a run out. Oh! Shies at this stumps. This time it's a big man. Fadil Hashmi missing the stumps.
Oh, Rahul Chopra running immediately with the shot. Had to go around Farman Afridi. And Fadil Hashmi, all three sticks to aim at, and he missed. He would have been out by 3 yards.
Just wondering whether it was missed or missed. They could have got the big wicket here out, run out, and could have gave them the momentum in the game. Sometimes the fielders need to chip in, and it's extremely important wicket. Good slower one. Not a convincing save there. A chase for Zainullah. Yeah, they'll complete 2 runs. It's been a good bowling, especially when... I'm just wondering why does not captain save him for that penultimate over.
Yeah, I think he likes to use the fast bowlers up front. Don't make it too complicated. Take the new ball, get your 2 overs out of the way. And so far,